Hi everyone, welcome to Coffee Table Talks. That's good. I'm Pastor Jon Bell, and today I'd like to talk to you about wisdom. This is our third part in our discussion about wisdom. We're looking at James chapter 3, verse 17, and we've been looking at the fact that there's a wisdom that comes from the world and a wisdom that comes from God. There is an earthly wisdom which is actually demonic, is actually inspired by Satan, and nothing good can come from that. And we're also looking at how there's something different than that. And really there's only two things. So there's wisdom from below and wisdom from above. And this wisdom is desperately needed today. In James 3:17 it says, "But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle." We talked about that already, and this is what I want to talk about today. It's willing to yield. So what does that mean? So willing to yield, it's imagine a four-way stop. So when you're driving and there's four stop signs and four people get there, it's kind of the same thing. You know how it's always a little awkward, should I go, should I not, should I wave this person on? So being willing to yield is truly wise. It means you don't have to be first. You don't have to go into the intersection first. It means that you're willing to actually listen, understand, relate to it. It means that true wisdom is trying to understand another person. And that leads me into what is next. It says willing to yield and full of mercy. So there's a motive when we get in conversations, when we make decisions, and this motive is a kind, tender heart that we see someone who may have a different view or different opinion, especially someone who doesn't know God and doesn't know the gospel, or somebody that's rejecting that our response to them shouldn't be angry and dismissive. But it should be that we genuinely have a concern, a deep concern for them as a person and for their soul. So we're not just looking to say, oh, I just want to win this argument, I want to prove my point, but most importantly, I want to win this soul for the sake of eternity. And then it says, what comes from this is good fruit. If we have this disposition, this attitude, if we're truly wanting to glorify God, then what's going to come from that? And this is a promise. This is really encouraging that when we conduct ourselves like this and when we have an understanding like this, that good fruit, the things of God, is going to come from us. And then it says this type of wisdom is without partiality and without hypocrisy. In other words, this wisdom doesn't group or categorize people in any sort of way. It's not slanted or bent. It's genuinely not partial. It just generally wants the best for those who we are shedding the light of God for. And then it's without hypocrisy, meaning we genuinely desire that in every way, shape, and form, and we're the same people with the same desires towards others, and the way we are conducting ourselves in our surroundings, in our environment, we're the same. We're not hypocritical, meaning maybe an example is we're a different person online than we are in person. We're a different person on social media than we are in person. So as we look at this and put this all together, let's just remember that there is a wisdom from above. Its desire is to bring the heart and mind of God to bear witness to the truth on our society, on our culture, and most importantly, on those individuals in whom God loves so much that He died to save them from their sin. And let's not do anything in an unwise way that would cause somebody to have the wrong impression of the God who loves them so much. So be wise, conduct yourself in wisdom. God bless you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.